There comes a moment in every man's life when something inside quietly fractures. Not with noise, not with drama, but in silence. One morning, you wake up and realize the world has been misleading you. You were told to be kind, and kindness would return. You were told to trust, and trust would be honored. You were told to follow your heart, and your heart was shattered. That fracture, that moment of clarity, is not your defeat. It is your awakening. Machiavelli understood this 5 centuries ago. He observed good men destroyed by the world because they refused to see it as it truly is, a game. A cold, calculating, unforgiving game. Those who survive are not the ones who feel most deeply, they are the ones who learn to master their emotions. You are here because something in you broke. Good. That version of you, naive, trusting, unguarded, is gone. That man has died. From his ashes rises something stronger, sharper, unyielding. Something strategic, disciplined, and relentless. Welcome to your transformation. Why pain is your greatest teacher. Let me tell you what few dare to say. The pain you endured was not punishment. It was a curriculum. Every betrayal, every whispered lie, every person who smiled to your face while plotting behind your back, they were your instructors. Brutal, unrelenting, merciless. And their lesson was clear. People act not on loyalty, but on interest. Machiavelli wrote that men will forget the death of their father sooner than the loss of their inheritance. Let that sink in. Let it imprint itself. This is human nature, not a fairy tale, not a moral lesson. From childhood, they sold you a lie. Not the romanticized stories of movies, but the raw, unvarnished truth. People move toward what benefits them and away from what does not. The moment you stop being useful, they discard you. This is not cruelty, it is nature. Nature does not care about feelings. Most men collapse here. They dwell in that pain, replay betrayals endlessly, beg for closure from those who never respected them enough to provide it. They rot in suffering. But not you. Not anymore. You will act differently. Every scar, every sleepless night, every moment someone diminished you will become iron. Cold, unbreakable iron. Pain is not your enemy. Comfort is. Comfort made you soft, predictable, and blind. Pain tore away the blindfold and revealed the battlefield you've been standing on your entire life without realizing it. Do not curse your suffering. Study it. Catalog it. Let it rewire you from the inside out. A man who survives deep pain and learns from it is the most dangerous man in any room. The mask you must master. Every man shows his face. A powerful man chooses which face to reveal. This is not deception, it is survival. Machiavelli wrote clearly, everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience your true self, and those few should be no one. You have wandered through life with your emotions on display. Anger, hurt, desperation. All exploited. That era is over. From now on, you wear a mask, not to be false, but because the world does not deserve your real emotions. Your feelings are strategy. Your calm is currency. Your silence is your shield. When someone insults you and you do not react, you have already won. When provoked and you respond only with cold composure, they lose control. Machiavelli mastered this. The ability to remain calm in chaos, neutral in conflict, pleasant even toward enemies. You do not reveal your next move. You do not show frustration when a plan fails or celebrate prematurely when it succeeds. You remain unreadable. Dark psychology confirms this. Controlling your emotional display controls the room. Emotions are data. When leaked freely, they provide a blueprint for manipulation. But mastering the mask turns you into a fortress, impenetrable, unpredictable, untouchable. Let them guess. Let them wonder. Let them fear what they cannot read. That is power. Trust no one completely. This may sound harsh, and it should. Do not trust anyone fully. Not friends, partners, or lovers. This is not paranoia. It is pattern recognition. Machiavelli studied real courts, real betrayals, real men destroyed by those they trusted most. History is littered with men stabbed in the back by hands they once held. Human beings prioritize survival. This does not make everyone your enemy. It means you guard your entire kingdom. Love and respect do not require total exposure. Work with people but maintain a hidden exit. Self-interest often outweighs loyalty. This is not evil. It is wiring. Accept it and you stop being a victim. Design your life with strategic distance. Allow others access to rooms, not the entire house. Share enough to connect, never enough to empower them against you. The strongest men smiled at rivals, dined with enemies, shook hands with those plotting against them, but never fully exposed themselves. Trust is earned, tested, and revoked when violated. Be warm in appearance, ice in calculation. Let others feel close but never fully in. Silence is your deadliest weapon. Weak men speak to fill silence. Strong men use silence to fill the room. Machiavelli observed that words have destroyed more empires than swords. Every unnecessary word is a map for your enemies. Every revealed emotion is territory surrendered. Silence creates a vacuum. Others project their fears and assumptions into it. They overthink your intentions. They fear what you do not reveal. Nothing is the most terrifying response a man can give. Silence sharpens awareness. While others talk, you study body language, read microexpressions, gather intelligence while they leak it. Speak less. Observe more. Let your calm unsettle them. Let stillness dominate. Power is felt before it is spoken. Kill your need for approval. The most invisible chain is the need to be liked. Controls decisions, dictates behavior, and silences vision. Seeking approval enslaves you. Machiavelli knew a man who seeks approval for everyone eventually stands for nothing. Building life around others' opinions hands them the remote to your existence. Dark psychology exposes this truth. Approval addiction is exploitable. Narcissists, toxic leaders, manipulative partners, every manipulator knows it. They grant validation for compliance and withdraw it for resistance. The cycle ends now. You need no one to validate your path. No applause determines your worth. No soul must acknowledge your vision. The man who kills the need for approval becomes untouchable. He cannot be controlled by flattery, rejection, or guilt. He moves on his own terms, in his own direction. Let them judge, misunderstand, whisper. Their opinions are background noise. Your mission is the only sound that matters. Walk alone if you must, but walk with power. Control the game or be controlled by it. Every room you enter has a game being played. Every conversation carries an underlying agenda. Every handshake involves calculation. The only question is whether you see the board or you are just a piece on it. Machiavelli did not invent this game. He had the courage to name it while others pretended it didn't exist. Power is not given. It is taken. It is crafted through patience, precision, and a mind that plans 10 moves ahead while everyone else reacts to the move in front of them. Most men are reactive. Something happens and they explode. They are offended and retaliate blindly. They spot an opportunity and rush in without considering the cost. That is not strength, it is chaos disguised as aggression. A strategic man does not react. He responds. And there is a vast difference between the two. Dark psychology teaches that the person who controls the frame controls the outcome. The frame is the lens through which a situation is seen. Whoever sets that lens wins. If someone frames you as desperate and you accept it, you lose. If a negotiation is framed as a favor to you and you believe it, you surrender leverage. But when you recognize the frame, you can break it, flip it, and rebuild it in your favor. This is the chess powerful men play every day. They do not hope for good outcomes, they architect them. They study people as generals study terrain, mapping weaknesses, identifying leverage points, and positioning themselves where gravity works in their favor. Stop being a man to whom things happen. Become the man who makes things happen. Read the room before it reads you. Control the game or accept being played. Embrace solitude like a king. The world tells you that being alone is a failure. That if you are not surrounded by people, something is wrong. That loneliness and solitude are the same. They are not. Loneliness is pain. Solitude is power. Men who shaped history understood this. Machiavelli spent exile in solitude, stripped of title, removed from politics, left in isolation. What did he do with that silence? He wrote The Prince, a book that has shaped leaders, strategists, and conquerors for over 5 centuries. Solitude does not weaken, it sharpens. Most men fear being alone because silence forces confrontation with themselves. No distractions, no social validation, only the unfiltered truth of who they are and who they have failed to become. This terrifies the weak, but transforms the strong. Dark psychology shows that a man comfortable alone cannot be pressured by the crowd. He does not bend to social influence because he is whole within himself. His thoughts are his own. His decisions are uncorrupted. His direction is chosen, not borrowed. In solitude, you forge a mind no one can manipulate, a counsel of one that guides you with clarity. Disappear. Go dark. Let them wonder where you went. Return transformed, focused, and sharp, so that they barely recognize the man before them. Solitude is not punishment. It is your throne room. The cold heart is not heartless. The world tells you that coldness equals cruelty, that logic over feelings is inhuman. They are wrong. A cold heart is a protected heart, learned from pain and brokenness. Machiavelli did not teach men to be evil, he taught clarity. Cruelty destroys without reason. Clarity removes threats to peace with precision. The cold-hearted man still feels, perhaps more deeply than most, but he does not let emotions dictate decisions. He loves without losing himself. He cares without letting others pull the leash. He hurts, but processes privately, showing only composure. That is mastery. Dark psychology reveals that emotional reactivity is a tool used against men. Society wants you emotional because emotional men are predictable, controllable, exploitable. Anger leads to mistakes. Desperation leads to poor choices. Sentiment leads to forgiveness where none is warranted. The cold-hearted man breaks this cycle. He does not react impulsively. He does not make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. He pauses. He calculates. He sees the full board before moving, and when he moves, it is with a terrifying calmness that commands attention. You are not becoming heartless. You are becoming untouchable. You are not killing emotions. You are promoting the mind to the throne and making the heart an advisor. They may speak, but they do not rule. Feel everything, but let nothing control you. Let your heart beat in silence while your mind conquers in public. This is the code of the cold-hearted man. Not broken, not bitter, just awake and dangerous. Your transformation starts now. You have listened this far for a reason. Something inside recognized itself in these words. Something dormant waiting for permission to rise. This is that permission. But hearing alone changes nothing. You can absorb every strategy, memorize every principle, but without action, you remain the man you were before. That man was being used, overlooked, manipulated, discarded. Do not return to him. He does not deserve your future. Transformation is not instant. It is a daily war against old habits, patterns, and identity. Every morning, the old you will beg to return. Do not listen. He is why you were on your knees in the first place. Machiavelli wrote, "Nothing is more difficult to take in hand, more perilous to conduct, or more uncertain than introducing a new order of things. That new order is you, the man who thinks before speaking, walks away from disrespect, builds in silence, and lets results make the noise." Dark psychology has shown the game. Machiavellian strategy gives the playbook, but execution is yours alone. No mentor, no motivation, no magic moment saves you. It is you against your weaknesses, the only fight that ever mattered. Start today. Cut what drains you. Distance from those who add nothing to your evolution. Guard your energy like a general guards borders. Speak less. Observe more. Plan relentlessly. Move strategically. Trust the process even when results are unseen. The man you are becoming does not yet exist. Every decision from now on either builds him or buries him. There is no middle ground. You are either dangerous or forgettable. Choose wisely. This is your era, your chapter, your story. Make your move so no one sees it coming until it is too late. If this monologue ignited a fire that will never go out, declare it below. I am the storm they never saw coming. That is your signature, your contract with your future self. By reaching the end, you are already ahead of 90% of the men who clicked play. Honor that. Like this video. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. The game is yours. Play it cold. Play it smart. Play it to win.